Hi everyone, so today I want to share with you how to create a simple and easy beverage station setup. Now this is geared towards graduation, but don't let that deter you. It could be used towards any occasion that you're entertaining, and make sure that you stick around to the end because we have a special coupon code for these graduation labels. So let's go ahead and let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is plan and prep. Take it from me. Over the years, I have really exhausted and tired myself out by trying to do everything at one time. So I've learned to start planning things maybe 3 days ahead, maybe a week ahead, maybe even months ahead, depending on how large the event is. But since we're making a simple beverage station, I would say go ahead and plan and prep about 3 to 7 days in advance. So when I say planning and prepping, some of the things that I do is I go ahead and I think about what I'm going to use for the guests. In this case, we're using 2 beverage dispensers, and then we're just having a simple beverage station just with tea, water, and lemonade. So I go ahead, I pull everything out, I get them washed and dried up. I go ahead and pull out my cups, and I always like to label stuff. I know that people know what tea, water, and lemonade looks like, but I just think it adds a special touch when you label everything. And that goes for even when you're incorporating food and appetizers, whether it is a photo frame or they have like place cards. I just like to go ahead and label everything. It just makes everything look so much better. So since this is like a simple beverage station, I probably will go ahead and get this prepped about 3 to 5 days in advance. Now I do this because I know that I work full-time and I commute. So your planning maybe you may do it a day or 2 ahead, but I like to go ahead. Since all this is done, I know that this is something that I don't have to worry about. I got it set up, and it also gives me a few days to come back or walk by and look at it. If you're having it in your home, you can look at it and adjust if you're, not satisfied with the setup. But right now, I've looked at this for like a couple of days. I'm satisfied with the setup. So that way, that is one thing that you can cross off your list. So I know that many of you have heard people say you're letting the flavors marry. Now, I know that's like in a lot of Italian dishes, but what I do is I go ahead the day before is I make whatever beverage I'm going to make. For this simple beverage station, we made some lemonade and we made some tea, and we already have bottled water. You can go ahead, you can get that made up, and that's one less thing that you have to do. Now let me give you a simple recipe that is like my go-to for both the lemonade and the tea. So for a go-to recipe for your lemonade, you're going to use 2 cups of fresh lemon juice from a lemon that you have squeezed. Don't use the lemon concentrate because you won't get that same taste. So you're going to use 2 cups of fresh lemon juice. You're going to do 8 cups of water, and you're going to make a simple syrup using 1 cup of water and 1 cup of sugar, and you're going to stir that, and you're going to put it all together and stir it. That is a simple, good, and refreshing lemonade recipe. So for your sweet tea recipe, and you can use this as a base, but always taste it and make sure. I don't like tea that is very, very sweet. I've learned to kind of adapt over the years. I used to drink it really sweet, and I know that was not healthy. So my go-to tea recipe that I use is about 6 cups of water, 6 tea bags, and 1 cup of simple sugar, using the 1 cup of water and 1 cup of sugar. Now you're going to let your water come to a boil, and then you're going to turn the water off, put your 6 tea bags in, and let it steep for about 6 minutes. And then I put everything together and I give it a good stir. So once I have these all made up, if you have even like a pitcher or something, go ahead and pour everything in there, and you can put that in the refrigerator. So right before the guests come, you'll be good to go and you'll be ready to start. Okay, so just for about all of our casual gatherings that we have here at the house, I pretty much set up the same beverage station or beverage display. It has been extremely hot, and so we got to take it inside. I think it's going to be like 102 or something. So in those instances, you have to be careful and think about your guests. You know, when it's hot like that, nobody wants to be hot and muggy, because it's definitely humid here. It's a hot and humid and muggy feeling. So, but what I do, no matter the occasion, is I will do some personalized, or not really personalized, but just something different, just some labels. And right here we have some labels for the graduate. Now stick around to the end of the video and we'll have a special offer for you, because we actually have these on our Etsy shop for this year. So make sure you stick around and I will give you the code to use so that you will be able to print these out at home or print these out at your local office supply store and have these for the graduate. So let me show you really quick how easy it is to kind of, like I say, not really personalize, because it's not the graduate's name, but it definitely adds a sense of personalization, especially by it being the graduate in class of 2019. And I just love it because you don't have like the regular water bottle labels. You actually have something that is geared towards your event. And like I said, this does not have to be specifically for graduation, whether it is a baby shower, a birthday party, any type of celebration that you're having, or any type of gathering. You can use these same concepts to produce this quick and easy beverage station. So I hope you all can see okay. Now if you have scissors, you can totally use those, but normally I have this paper cutter right here, and I'll do multiple in one go. So this is a total of 12, and this is for demonstration purposes. This is what we're using today for our beverage station. So we have 12, and I'll just make sure that I line everything up, and I'll go ahead and cut off where the white lines are at. Now I do suggest using and I'll make sure I leave a link. It's the Amazon, it's from Amazon, but it's like the adhesive waterproof paper, and you can use that so that way you can line them up and get them nice and cool in your refrigerator like the day before, just like you're going to do the lemonade and tea. Go ahead and get those nice and cold. And so if they sweat, you will have these waterproof labels so that the ink does not bleed or anything like that. So I definitely suggest this paper. I use this type of adhesive paper for all of my water bottle projects, and it has worked, and we have not had like any bleeding or anything like that. And as a matter of fact, I've also kind of strategically put them in a cooler with some ice, and they were perfectly fine. So what I'm going to do now is just go ahead and finish cutting these up, and you also want to cut off the side, and then we'll get everything lined up and ready. Our labels are all cut, and so I just wanted to show you that we do have two designs, and these two designs will come in the label package that we have in our Etsy shop. And so you just have two. You have "And So the Adventures Began, Class of 2019," and then you also have "Congratulations, Graduate 2019." So we have these all cut and ready to go. And so now all we're going to do is take all of these labels off, and then we're going to simply wrap these labels right here around and set them up on our beverage station. Okay, so we have took all of the labels off, and so I just want to show you really quick how easy it is to put on and what a difference that it makes. Now let me just tell you this, with the adhesive paper, it's best I mean, depending on the type of time you have. If you have 2 people, you can have like one person go ahead and get the adhesive started. Now I have nails, so I have to take my nail and like go to the corner and kind of get it started so that I could wrap around. Or if you want to, you could like snip the end with the scissors really small so that it's not noticeable, and when you wrap it around, put that end under so no one sees it, just to get the paper started. So we're going to go ahead and wrap these around, and I'll show you what a difference that it makes from the blue and white Kroger labels that you just saw versus the personalized labels. So what I want to do is demonstrate one of the bottles, how easy it is to just wrap around, and then we'll go ahead and finish off the other ones. So like I said, I have this corner already started. I'm just simply going to peel it back. Now, like I tell everybody, you have to find your rhythm and your way. My way may not be easy for you. It just depends. But what I like to do is I like to just kind of center it and just put it in the center, and then I use one side and just like wrap that around, and then I'll pull this in tight. If you can see my hand, I pull it tight and just wrap it just like this, because it's no center on the water bottle labels. But like I said, and that's so that you don't have all those bubbles and air pockets in there. I just put it in the center, and then take one side and lay it down, and then pull the other side. I pull it kind of tight as I'm doing that, and then wrap it around. So you see we don't have any like bubbles or wrinkles. So let me demonstrate it one more time, and then we'll go ahead and get all of them together. So I'll move this out the way. Okay, so let me demonstrate it again for you. I have my water bottle label, and I went ahead and started the label. So I'm just going to pull the whole thing off, and then I'm going to take it, and I'm just going to find the middle right here, and I'm going to wrap one side around like this. Then I'm going to take this hand, hold the top, pulling and wrapping, so that way you don't have any bubbles, and we'll just lay it down just like that. So I just wanted to show you real quick when you're working by yourself about that little snip, because some of these, like I said, I have nails and some of them are still a little bit hard, but what I do is I take just a little snip. You can't even really see it, and then I will kind of separate it this way. I know because I'm on camera it's gonna act crazy. Okay, here it is. And you just remove it that way. So you may have to do that if you're working by yourself, or you also can just go ahead and get them started and just have them all not laid out, but just go ahead and get them started, and then just mass do it. Okay, so we have all of our labels wrapped and ready, and does this not look so much better than like the normal water bottle labels? So let's go ahead and let's get it set up, and then we'll talk more about our easy and quick DIY beverage station. Okay, so I went ahead and I placed some of the water bottles already on the tray. Now, if you want to, it's totally up to you. Think about your design layout. Think about how you want to present it. You don't even have to use a tray if you want to, or you can use the tray simply for cups and line the water up, but this is how we're going to do it today. I mean, it's totally up to you. And what I always tell people, this is like my pet peeve, especially when I'm in restaurants, and I hope that you take this note with you. As a hostess, when you're getting low on stuff, fill it up. Like in the restaurant, normally when your cup is about halfway from being empty, the waitress should come and they should fill it up, unless you tell them that you're done. So I'll go ahead and fill this up to the top. Now today I just wanted to show you how easy it is to make a beverage station. So it may not fill it all the way up, but normally if we're having family, friends over, I'll have this filled up to the top, and when it gets about halfway, I will go ahead and fill it up again. So that's why I'll have several pitchers full of beverages, whatever that I'm choosing to serve. I'll have them ready to fill up. Now let's go ahead and let's talk about our beverage dispensers, because if you're not having a lot of people over, you don't need anything this big. If we're having just a few people over, I have some glass carafes that I'll pull out, and I'll just put the tea, water, and lemonade in that. And the same principles apply. When they're half full, I'll fill them back up, because you don't want your guests to have to do an alternate or something like that. So just keep the beverages coming until they tell you to stop. And that's why knowing how many guests that you're going to have is very important for pre-planning. Okay, so before we fill our beverage dispensers up with tea and lemonade, I just wanted to show you the makeup of this, which is why I like it. And I'll make sure that I link this beverage dispenser, because I actually got it from the Webstaurant store. But I like it because you can put your ice down in here. It's like a cup. It doesn't go all the way through, so it'll keep your beverage cold. You don't have to put the ice in with the beverage and have it watered down. I also like it because of these drip trays right here. So when your guests are filling up their cup or what have you, and maybe a drop or two comes out, it does not drop all over your table. If you have a tablecloth, it does not drop all over your tablecloth. At the end of the night, when everyone is gone, you can simply take this out and you can pour it out. That's why I like these, and I'll make sure that I link it. But I also use other types, and I also use carafes and different things like that. So all we have to do now is go ahead and fill up our tea, fill up our lemonade, and we are ready to entertain. These water bottles can be labeled and completed pretty much the same time you're setting up your beverage station. Like, you don't have to do it the day of. As a matter of fact, that will be the best, so you can take your time and put the labels on like what we talked about, and everything will be ready when guests come, maybe like an hour before. We'll go ahead and fill up our ice in the ice cylinder, pour our beverages in, and we are ready. Okay, so real quick, let me just confirm to you why I like these beverage dispensers. I didn't notice that as I was pouring the lemonade in, that the handle was down, so the lemonade started coming out. But since I have this drip tray here, it caught it. I was able to rinse it out and put it back. But now let me just tell you, this is for demonstration purposes only. Please do not serve your guests with this amount of liquid in here. Normally, when it's about half full, you want to go ahead and keep those filled up. But we don't have any graduates. I just wanted to show you, since it was graduation season, how easy it is to set this type of beverage station up. So I just want to go over real quick. Like I said, and I'll link it, we have our ice in here, so it keeps everything cold without watering down your liquid. And then the guests can come, they can get a cup right here, and they can simply fill up their beverage, or they can get a nice cool bottle of water. But just keep your beverage station filled up. So this is so simple, so quick, so easy. And like I said, start prepping about 3 to 5 days in advance. And a good thing to do is make sure you know the amount of guests that you are having. Okay, so I said at the beginning of the video that we have a special offer for you if you stick to the end. So thanks for sticking to the end of the video. We have these water bottle labels in our Etsy shop right now for a special price, and we're also going to give you a coupon code for a limited time. This will go to July 1st, 2019, that you'll be able to use, and you can print these labels off at your home, or you can take them to an office supply store and have them printed out. But the good thing about it is these water bottle labels come with 2 different designs. So you will get "And So the Adventures Begin, Class of 2019," and you will also get "Congratulations, Graduate Class of 2019." Now 4 come to a sheet, but you can print out as many as you would like. And like I said, we have a special coupon code, so use the code GRAD19, GRAD 19. You can use that till July 1st, 2019, because I know it's graduation season. The graduates are beginning to graduate now, and then I know that for the northern states, they get out maybe around June. But this is just not for high school. We're talking pre-K. We're talking college graduates. You can use this for anybody that's graduating from anywhere. So again, the coupon code is GRAD19, all caps, GRAD 19, and this is an instant download. We already have it at a special price, and so this way you can make your beverage station look more personable. Is that a word? Yeah, personable. So it's not personalized, but it looks better than the regular water bottle that comes when you purchase it. And so I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure that you give it a thumbs up, and also share this video with your family and your friends. But you don't have to gear this towards graduation. This can be for any type of occasion that you have, any type of gathering, any type of party where you have guests over. You can create this beverage station. Let me know in the comments if you do create this beverage station. And if you also are not a subscriber, we would absolutely love to have you as a subscriber. So make sure that you tap the bell so that you can receive notification each and every time that we upload a video. Again, thank you so much for watching, and until the next video, bye bye.